Hi, I'm Lara, and today we'll be doing a Vinyasa basics class. And today you might like to have 2 blocks, optional, or you could find similar props that can serve the same purpose. And we'll start today on our backs, bringing the bottoms of the feet together, opening the knees out to the sides. And here's where you might like to use props or pillows or something to prop up the knees and support your hips, support the groin as you start to lay down flat onto your mat. And as we start, rest your hands onto your hips or onto your belly, or you can take one hand onto the heart, one hand onto the belly. And let your face soften. Feel the back of your head, neck, and shoulders feel relaxed and soft. And just feeling grounded here, take a full breath in through the nose. Inside all out through the mouth, let it all go. And take another full breath in through the nose. Sigh it out through the mouth, let it go. One more full breath in through the nose. Sigh it out through the mouth, let it all go. And then keep your lips sealed and start to take your breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. And just create that steady rhythm of breath traveling in and out through the nose. Calm your breath by slowing it down, extending the length of the inhales and exhales. And if you'd like to create an intention for your practice, you can take a moment to set one. Any positive thought for yourself or for anyone else who might need it. And from here, you can use your hands to help bend your knees up. Flatten your feet down onto your mat. Walk your heels in so that the heels are placed right underneath the knees. Blink your eyes open if they're not already. And start to extend your right leg out towards the sky. Flex your foot so all of your toes are pulling back towards your shin. And just feeling this energy of pressing up through the heel so the back of your leg is really straight and strong. You can take your hands behind the back of your thigh and use that to gently guide the leg in closer. You can bring your hands around the calf if you can reach, but keep your head, neck, and shoulders rested. And just find your steady breaths in and out here, opening up the back of your right leg. Take one more inhale breath. And then as you exhale, rebend your knee, plant your right foot onto your mat. Extend your left leg up towards the sky, flexing through the foot, toes pulling back. Take your hands behind the back of your left leg. And you can use your hand to stretch the leg closer towards you, opening up the back of the leg, relax the shoulders. Maybe you walk your hands a little bit higher up. And again here, just being with the breath, steady full breaths in and full breaths out. Take one more inhale. And then release, bending your left knee, planting your foot back down onto your mat. Take your fingertips gently behind the head and open up the elbows wide. Extend both legs up towards the sky. Flex the feet, feel the toes pulling back towards your shins. Take an inhale here. Then as you exhale, just bend your knees and squeeze your heels in towards your bottom. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, pressing the legs straight. Exhale, bending the knees, squeezing the heels close to the bottom. One more with the breath. Inhale, pressing the legs straight. Exhale, bend the knees, squeeze the heels in. Inhale, press your legs straight. This time as you exhale, bend your knees at a 90-degree angle and try to keep your knees aligned over the hips. Try to keep your shins parallel. Keep your elbows out wide, take an inhale breath. And then exhale, lift the head, neck, shoulder blades up. Inhale, release. Exhale, lifting up. And gently release. 3 more crunches, lifting up. Gently release. 2 more, lifting up. Release it down. 1 more, lifting up. And release it down. Hug your knees into the chest. And you can gently rock side to side here. Take your arms back behind you. Roll over to your right side. Use your hands and arms to press yourself up to seated. And we'll come to a tabletop position. You can bring your blocks to the outsides of your mat. And onto your tabletop position, wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Cow and cat with the breath. Inhale, lower your belly, take your gaze forward, open up through the chest. Exhale, pressing into the palms, round up through the spine. And with you moving on your inhale and exhale, stretching the spine gently through cat and cow. And come back to neutral. Walk both of your hands just a couple inches forward of the shoulders. Spread through the fingers as you ground into the palms. Tuck your toes, lift your hips all the way up and back into your downward dog. Relax your head and neck between the arms. Pedal your feet out, just bending one knee at a time. Opening up into the backs of the legs, stretching the calves, and then start to walk your feet all the way forward up to your hands. Forward fold. Rise up halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Come up halfway 2 more times. Heart forward, you can bring your fingertips to the shins or the knees. Exhale and fold. One more with the breath. Heart forward. Exhale and fold it all down. And rise all the way to standing. Sweep the arms up, touch your palms overhead at the top of the breath. Exhale, hands to heart space. Half salutations. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold it forward. Rise up halfway, inhale. Exhale and fold. And rise all the way up to stand. Sweep your arms up, touch your palms overhead at the top of the breath. Exhale, hands to heart space. And 2 more. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, fold it forward. Rise up halfway, inhale. Exhale, deep fold back down. All the way up to stand. Sweep your arms up, touch palms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. 1 more. Sweeping the arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Rise up halfway. Exhale, fold it back down. And all the way up to stand, sweeping your arms up, touching your palms overhead at the top of the breath. Exhale, hands to the heart space. And from here, stand on your right foot. Bring your left knee about to the level of your hip and flex through your left foot. Stand up tall. And see if you can press your left leg straight, flexing the foot, toes pulling back. And stand tall. Take 1 more inhale. Maybe lift this entire left leg higher. Exhale, step your foot down and fold all the way forward. Take your feet about hip distance apart. Bend your knees generously so you can relax your head and neck over your legs. Take your hands, lace up your fingers behind the back. Draw your knuckles up and maybe overhead any amount, stretching into the shoulders. Just take a couple breaths here. Bring your fingertips back down, rise up halfway. Exhale and fold. Come all the way up to stand, sweeping your arms up, touching palms. Exhale, hands to heart. Balance on your left foot. Bring your right knee about to the level of the hip. Flex through the foot. Stand up tall. And then extend your right leg straight. Smooth breaths here, strengthening this leg. Can you bring the right leg up higher? And then set it down. Fold your chest all the way forward. Rise up halfway. Exhale, fold. Now bend your knees so you can plant your palms. Keep your hips lifted up high and just walk your feet back into your downward dog. Lifting the hips up and back, grounded into the palms. Shift forward to plank position, shoulders over your wrists. Exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward dog. And 2 more times, working the shoulders. Inhale, shifting forward. You can always lower your knees down here. Exhale, lift the hips up and back. And 1 more with the breath. Heart forward, maybe tapping the knees down. Shift the hips all the way up and back. And then walk your feet all the way forward to your hands, coming up to a forward fold. Rise up halfway. Exhale, deep fold back down. And keep your right foot in front. Take a big step back with your left foot. Gently lower your left knee down. Point your left toes back. Lift up to your low crescent. Lifting up through the fingertips, hugging in through the core. Relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. And take an inhale here. Exhale, open through the elbows, widen across the chest. Inhale, reach your arms back up. And as you exhale, bring your fingertips down, straighten out your right leg, and shift your hips back. And here's where you might like to use blocks or props to give yourself a little bit more space. Keep your right foot flexed, lengthen through the chest, and keep your long spine. Maybe you can fold in a little bit deeper. We're just gonna flow through that with the breath. Rebend into the knee. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, open through the elbows. Inhale, reach your arms back up towards the sky. Fingertips to the ground, or use your blocks as you shift your hips back, straightening the right leg and folding your chest in. 1 more with the breath. Bend into the knee. Lift the arms up.
open through the elbows. Inhale, arms reach back up to the sky. Take your hands down to the ground or blocks and shift your hips back as you straighten the right leg. Melt in. Stay low through the chest. Re-bend into your right knee. Plant your palms down. Tuck your back toes and just press your left leg straight. From here, press off the ball of the foot. Fold in. Rise up all the way to standing. Sweep your arms up. Touch your palms. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, fold it forward. Rise up halfway. Exhale and fold, and now keep your left foot in front. Take a big step back with your right foot. Gently lower your right knee down. Point your right toes back. Lift up through the arms, through the fingertips, into your low crescent. And take a moment to feel this lift and length rising up through the fingertips. Exhale, open through the elbows, widen across the chest. Reach your arms back up towards the sky, and then into your half splits, fingertips down to the ground or blocks. Shift your hips back and flex your left foot, pulling the toes back, fold your chest in. And this first one we'll hold before we start to flow with the breath. Just opening up into the back of the leg, relax the shoulders. Moving with the breath here, bend into the left knee, inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, open through the elbows. Inhale, arms reach back up. Fingertips down to the ground, hands to blocks. Shift the hips back and fold in. One more with the breath, bending into the knee. Sweep the arms up, inhale. Exhale, open through the elbows, open through the heart space. Inhale, reach your arms back up. And exhale, hands down to the ground or block. Shift your hips back and straighten the left leg. Flex the foot. Stay low through the chest as you re-bend into your left knee. Bring your hands down. Tuck your back toes and lift your back knee up. And take a big step forward to the top of our space, folding in. Rise up halfway. Exhale and fold back down. 2 more times, lifting halfway up. Exhale, fold it back down. 1 more, lifting up. And fold it back down. Rise all the way up to standing, sweeping your arms up, touching your palms overhead at the top of the breath. Exhale, bring your hands to the heart space. You can stay facing the way that you are. I'm going to turn towards the mat, towards the camera to face towards you. You're going to balance on your right foot. Bring your left knee about to the level of the hip. Extend this leg straight, flex through the foot. Keep your tall spine. Can you lift this leg a little bit higher? And then re-bend the knee. Keep your foot flexed. Open your left knee out towards the side. And then from here into your tree pose, you can bring the foot to the inner thigh. You can use your hand. You can bring the foot to the calf or balance the bottom of the ball of the foot onto the ground. And steady breaths. You can start to reach your arms up if you want to challenge the balance a little bit more. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Keep your core hugging in. Touch your palms overhead. Bring your hands to the heart space. And just step your left foot onto the ground. You can rock forward and back, just finding that loosening into the bottoms of the feet if there's any tension that developed there. Switch sides. Bounce on your left foot. Bring your right knee up about to the level of the hip. Extend this right foot forward. Flex through the foot. Feel the strength through that leg. And can you lift this right leg a little bit higher? And then re-bend the knee. Open the right knee out towards the side. Pause here. Just feeling the right hip opening up. And then moving into your tree pose, you can use your hand to help bring it to the inner thigh. You can bring the foot to the calf or down onto the ground. Breathing, finding stillness, maybe opening up the arms, reaching the fingertips up towards the sky. Relax the shoulders. 1 more inhale. And as you exhale, hands to the heart, step your right foot down. You can again step your feet out. Coming back towards the front of your mat. Relax your arms down. Inhale, circle your arms up. Exhale and fold it forward. Rise up halfway. Exhale and fold, and then keep your right foot in front. Take a big step back with your left foot. Spin your back heel down. So look at your toes. Your right toes are pointing straight forward. Your right knee is bent above the heel. And your back foot is angling in. We're going to open up to Warrior 2, turning your chest open towards the left side. And from here, straighten your right knee. Reach both arms up and overhead. Exhale back to your warrior two. 2 more times. Straighten your front knee, reach your arms up, back to warrior two. 1 more with the breath. Reaching the arms up and back to warrior two. This time, straighten your right knee, reach your arms up, and turn all of your toes towards the left side. Make your feet parallel, toes turning towards the left side. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold in. You can have a gentle bend in your knees. You can hold around the ankles or calves, melting your chest forward. You can also just plant your palms onto the ground. Feel the stretch into the backs of the legs. Feel the weight shift a little bit more forward towards the balls of your feet. And come back up to your fingertips. Inhale as you lengthen the chest forward. Walk your hands, pivot your feet all the way forward towards the front. And spin your back heel down again. You can line up your heels or have your feet even a little bit wider. We're going to rise up to warrior one, facing forward. Deep bend into the front knee. Back leg is pressing straight. And take an inhale here. As you exhale, lean your heart forward and just sweep your arms back alongside the body. And if you want a little bit more challenge, keep your chest forward. Reach your arms forward alongside the ears. Strengthening the shoulders, strengthening the back. Stay for 1 more inhale breath. Exhale, hands down. Lift your back heel up and then step it back to your downward dog. Shift forward to plank. Use your knees if you need. We're going to slowly lower all the way to the belly, keeping your elbows hugging in, toes point back. Hands by low ribs. Inhale, lift to cobra, opening through the chest. Elbows and shoulders squeeze back. Gently release back down. Engage your core. Press up to plank position. Exhale, lift your hips all the way up and back. Downward dog. And walk, step, or float your feet up to your hands. Rise up halfway. Exhale and fold it back down. And rise all the way to standing, sweeping your arms up, touching your palms overhead at the top of the breath. Exhale, hands to heart space. Inhale, sweeping your arms up. Exhale, fold it forward. Rise up halfway. Exhale and fold and keep your left foot in front. Take a big step back with your right foot. Spin your right heel down. So again, left knee is stacked over the heel. Left toes are pointing forward. Back foot is angled in. We're going to open up. Warrior two. Chest opens towards the right side. Straighten your front knee. Reach your arms up and overhead. Back to warrior two. 2 more times. Straighten your left knee. Reach your arms up. Float it back down. Warrior two. And 1 more with the breath. Straighten the front knee. Reach your arms up. Back to warrior two. This time, straighten your front knee, reach your arms up, point all of your toes towards the right side of your mat. Hinge at your hips, fold forward. Wide-legged forward fold. Relax your head and neck down. Smooth, deep breaths here. You can walk your hands forward, lift through the chest. And walk your hands all the way towards the front, pivot your feet towards the front. Spin your back heel down again. And you might want to widen your feet out a little bit more. You can move the left foot out towards the left. And then rise up to warrior one, hips point forward, chest points forward. 1 more inhale. Exhale, heart forward, sweep the arms back alongside the body. And for a little bit extra challenge in the back and the shoulders, maybe you sweep the arms forward alongside the ears. Steady breaths. Engage the core. Feel the strength. Take 1 more inhale breath. Good. Exhale, hands down to your mat. Lift your back heel up. Step it back to your downward dog, lifting the hips all the way up and back. Shift forward to plank position. Use your knees if you need. Lower slowly all the way to the belly. Toes point back. Rise to cobra, lifting through the chest. Back bend. Exhale, release back down. Hug in through the core. Press up to plank. You can use your knees. Tuck your toes, lift your hips all the way up and back. Downward dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Gently lower your knees down. Shift your hips back towards your heels. Child's pose. Let your body rest. Take a few breaths. And you can use your hands to bring yourself back up to seated. Come onto your knees, and you can turn to one side of your mat. Take your hands to your hips, extend your right leg out towards the right. Take your right hand on top of the leg. Sweep your left arm up on an inhale. Feel that length up through the fingertips. Exhale, side bend up and over towards the right side. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, coming all the way back up. You can reach both arms up. Feel the length. And then as you exhale, left hand underneath the shoulder, fingers pointing towards that side. And reach your right arm all the way up alongside the ear. Feel this nice long stretch. Bring your right arm back up. Come up through the chest. You can take your hands to the hips as you bring your right knee underneath the right hip. Extend your left leg out towards the side. Left hand to the top of the leg. Sweep your right arm up towards the sky, up and over towards the left side. And breathing here, relax the shoulders. Inhale, coming back up. Right hand underneath the shoulder. Take your left arm up and alongside the ear. Reach your left arm back up to help you bring your chest back up. Bring your left knee underneath the left hip. You can sit your hips back, sweep your hips to one side so you can take your legs all the way out forward and extend your legs out straight. Flex through the feet, sit up tall, inhale, reaching up through the fingertips. And then as you exhale, hinge at your hips, fold forward, relax your head, neck, arms down. You can hold anywhere onto the legs. Let your breath be smooth and steady, and maybe with your exhales, you can feel yourself folding in a little bit more. And use your hands to press yourself back up to seated. Bend your knees up. And scooch yourself towards the middle of your mat. In case you're not already there, use your hands and arms to gently lower yourself all the way down onto your back. Hug your knees in towards your chest and keep your knees and legs together. One hand on top of each knee. Slowly circle your knees around. And go in the opposite direction, just fighting that massage across the mid and lower back. And bring your knees back in towards your chest. And plant your feet back down. Then come into your favorite twist. So open your arms out. Take your knees or legs over towards the left side first. You can do a simple 2-knee twist. You can cross one leg over the other. You can keep your gaze up, or you can look over your right shoulder. Take a full breath in, full breath out. Bring your head and your knees back up through center. We'll switch sides. Taking your knees over to the right side, you can look over the left shoulder. And again here, take a full breath in. Let it go through the mouth. And bring your head and your knees back up through center. And come to your favorite, most comfortable resting shape for Shavasana. You can lay with your legs out straight. If you have any lower back pain or tenderness, it might be nice to rest with your knees bent up to just relieve that pressure from the lower back. Arms can rest away from the body or gently onto the body. Let your eyes soften, close. Take a full breath in. Let it out through the mouth. Feel that release. And relax through every part of the body, letting go of all effort. And allowing yourself to rest from this wholesome stretch throughout the entire body, movement throughout the entire body, and coming into that state of ease where you can receive the nourishment of our practice.
full breath in. Let it go through the mouth. You're welcome to stay here a little bit longer. If you're ready to come out of your practice on your next inhale, start to stretch your arms all the way back behind you. Bend your knees up if they're not already there. Plant your feet down and gently roll over onto your right side into a fetal position. Take a moment just grounded down, rested into the earth. And then gently use your hands and arms to press yourself up to your meditation seat, your most comfortable seat. You can still keep your eyes relaxed, closed, touch your palms in front of the heart. Just take a moment to reconnect to your intention, your reason for your practice today. And thank yourself for carving out time for self-care and self-love. And we'll close together with one more breath. Take an inhale. And through the mouth, let it go. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste.